coming to the ring. We got the American men. These guys are fighting for a theme song, y'all.
Yeah, but the thing is, everybody's forced to have a theme song. These guys are American patriots. They have the freedom to not have a theme song.
That's true. It's their choice. And I want to say happy Juneteenth to everybody out there.
Oh, yes. Very, very important holiday.
That's right. That's right. Where we celebrate the liberation of the last slaves in the United States from the tyranny and oppression of slavery from the great state of Texas, of course.
Yep. It's, that and the Native American genocides are the two biggest black eyes and embarrassments in American history. And we're very proud to have, wrestlers of all skin tones and nationalities here on the roster. I mean, great guys coming out of every section of the world.
That's right. That's one thing about America. We believe there's always room to grow, I believe that we have 13 out of the 50 states apologize for slavery. Some of them don't need to, but, that's progress. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. This match is on. Hold on one second. One second, guys. I got to switch these cams to help you guys.
Well, I like those outfits, too. Usually I'm not a big fan of the overly patriotic American stuff, but those look sharp.
Oh, the American men outfits, yes. They had to get a redo. I mean, I'm going to keep it real with you. They had a lot of talk on Twitter about how the American men look poverty-stricken with their lack of good uniforms. So, they got out there. They got some good. I agree. They're good-looking uniforms here. We got Brian Bushwick, I believe, with Rifle Mason. Rifle Mason, of course, of the American men. Brian Bushwick of the Bushwick brothers with the man bun there.
Well, and these Bushwick brothers basically live in the gym.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I mean, these guys are shredded. Greco-Roman knuckle lock here at center ring. Both guys break out. Three-quarter cravat chancery and a snapmare. And now we have Rifle back to his feet. Very equal. And now they tag out, and it's basically like the second round here.
Yeah, one man got right to the post, didn't he?
Ooh. Oh, man. Nice three-piece combo.
That's right. We got Fisco Year versus Bill Bushwick. Bushwick Bill.
And you look at the standing switch there in the double sledge. So nice from Benji Bushwick, who follows up with that awesome crab. Benji. Freestyle bow and arrow that time. Shot off. There's a lariat basement style backhand knife edge chop. We're looking at Fisco. Caught in the power slam, referee in position, only a 1 count that time, as the two men now exchange blows at center ring. Sent for the ride, but there's a knee. Down goes Benji. We see the great American men. We see the Bushwick brothers here tonight. This is the kind of tag team action you can only expect in this league. A lot of people say it, and I agree with it. The best tag team wrestling in the world. Here's a receipt from earlier from Fisco. There's that Boston Crab, and this thing getting so technical, but at the same time, every time these guys get to their feet, we're seeing the stand-up. Both stand-up and ground game. Lariato that time. And now we see a Kesagatami. It's a sidearm choke. It'll make you pass out if you don't tap out. There's been many controversial victories in MMA with that hold. Side headlock. Shot off that time. This is such great action here tonight, folks. 1 count again off the power slam. We want to remind you we have an upcoming pay-per-view. And if you have not watched one of our recent pay-per-views, the level of talent has been phenomenal. These athletes have really stepped their game up. Once again, freestyle bow and arrow that time. Both men back up to a vertical base. Front face lock and a nasty brain buster. Benji so jacked up, tags out to brother Brian. Both men looking for the double team, couldn't get it. There's Brian with the lariat of his own. Takes down Fisco, lateral press, away from the ropes. Looked for 3, found 1. We gotta talk about what we saw earlier. We gotta talk about the fact that 2 men just now went to a countout. Double count out, both men out of the ring. I understand that the booking committee has signed a return bell. It will be a cage match where the two individuals have vowed that for 10 minutes, to show their pride, to show their prowess, to show how good they are, they're not even going for pinfalls. There will be no count out. There will be no weapons. There will be no excuses. These two men are going to step into the four sides of steel live on pay-per-view. And I can tell you right now, if there's one match and if there's one pay-per-view you're going to want to see this year, it's that match. It's on that pay-per-view. We also have some great title match action coming up for you on that pay-per-view. It is Fight to Survive. We are live in New Jersey. Standing room early, and if you were not able to get tickets, lariat in a cover. If you were not able to get tickets, I understand the tickets have already gone on sale for our next event. We will be back here in New Jersey soon. Same great athletes, same great action. As this wrestling match now breaking down into a brawl, into a Donnybrook, if you will. And the two Americans now, the two proud Americans back into the ring, dominated the action outside of the ring. Brian slides back in, him and Fisco, the two legal man. High crotch, scoop, and a slam that time, and I think the ankles might hit the cables. Looking for the Northern Lights, but Aurora Borealis did not come out on this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Countered by a DDT. Benji tagged back in. He's the legal man now with Fisco. Boot from Fisco. Follows it up with that lariat. Now backs into his corner and tags out to Rifle. Overhand haymaker. Rifle, that time. Neck breaker. Once again, high crotch, scoop and a slam. Nice counter. Into the side, Kesagatami. Benji doing such a good job that time, keeping his shoulder up. I mean, a lot of times guys get caught and they got pinned by that in the past. Double sledge, not great ring positioning because of the rope break, but he took what he could get. Once again, neck breaker. And now here's a can opener hold. And really, when guys have you in that can opener on the mat, the easiest thing to do is to just, if you're in the hold, uncross your legs because then they don't have the torque on it. A lot of guys instinctually will go for that body grapevine because usually you want to keep somebody close. And now it is what Kazushi Sakuraba did to Hoist Gracie in Japan in that 90-minute classic MMA match. Osoto Gary that time. It was a modified Uranagi combo with the German. And speaking of Germany, second time. It was so nice, he did it thrice, unable to keep the bridge that third time. There's number 4, putting together the combo. Side headlock here by Benji, just to slow this thing down. There's been a lot of fast action, and when there's fast action and you're not on top of it, you want to slow it down. The Boston Crab has been a mainstay here tonight. And you think about guys who have used that in the past. You think about modern guys like Chris Jericho, but I mean also guys like Rick Martel, former AAWA world champion. Sets him and stuffs him. Benji takes his man up. It was a power bomb, but it gets countered into a go-go plata, the arm track triangle choke. Standing switch. This thing really breaking down. Now we're seeing all 4 men in the ring. 2 legal men here. German from Rifle. Rifle with some two and some change. Katagatami there. Rifle now circles Benji. Benji with the side headlock. Rifle's gonna look to shove his man off, slip his head out, and does. Standing switch into a German. It was real low that time. Not really around the waist, more down around the hips. Once again, we saw that combination, the Uranagi German. Shades of the late, great Owen Hart that time. Spin and wheel kick coming off the ropes. Pulls his man away from the corner. Lateral press. And that's the 3 count. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about what it was going to take to win this thing here tonight. And really what it broke down to, once again, it is the theme of the night. It is wrestling. The 2 Americans walked in hopeful with some new gear, and they walk out successful. And no shame to Brian and Benji. Great showing. They're going to spend a little bit more time in the gym, believe it or not, if that's possible. Spend a little bit more time in the dojo, and they're going to come back and they're going to win some more matches. Tonight, it didn't work out for them. Next time it will. And we got to get some officials down here. Kurt Angle, Olympic Slam. Paying homage, the patriotism to an Olympic gold medalist.
Yo! How you gonna duck my damn
Oh, I hate tag team.